We recently had a look at the Boss MT2w, the Wazacraft incarnation of the Metal Zone, as well as a separate video comparing the Wazacraft Metal Zone to the infamous Boss HM2. There's one other pedal that I want to compare them to today, and it is the Anarchy Audio Modified Metal Zone. This is the so-called chainsaw mod. I spoke to JC recently about the inspiration behind the mod and what it actually does, so let's hear from him.
Thoroughly obsessed with Swedish metal. This was sort of an homage to an album by At the Gates titled Slaughter of the Soul. I initially wanted to just take the piss because a lot of mods out there are trying to turn this Metal Zone and market it as a more tube amp or more amp-like, but who are you kidding? This was kind of like not designed to replace a HM2, but more to sit around that infamous HM2 EQ curve. So recommended settings. To start off, this is again not to replace the HM2, but to get in that ballpark, I would recommend starting with the middle and mid freak cranked, the lows cranked, the highs completely off, volume cranked, and distortion at minimum. And then really take your time and finally adjust backwards with the two middle knobs, as well as the lows. The highs are still ear rapey, like all Metal Zones are, and it can sound particularly bad at low volumes, especially through small combo amps. But when you start playing louder and louder, particularly in a band mix, it can help you just bring a little bit of cut back in.
Now that we've got that out of the way, let's have a listen to all three pedals in a mix. The way I've done this is I've put a HM2 track on one side of the stereo spectrum and then an Anarchy Audio Modified chainsaw track on the other side, and I've cut some lead guitar with the custom mode on the MT2w. The reason being is the HM2 and the chainsaw mod sound just different enough where they create this like huge stereo spread, and then the custom mode on the Wazacraft to me has its own thing going on. It's really nice and smooth for lead guitar. I've run them all into my Marshall Lead 12, which is a little solid state combo. It's actually my first amp, and it sounds pretty awesome with these pedals in front of them. Of course, my PRS SC245 and SSD5 for the drums. Let's have a listen to it. As always, thanks so much for watching, and leave a comment. Let me know which particular tone you liked the most and which pedal you're using in your rig. I will see you guys real soon.